Thank you for being here, and I'm excited to share with you a quick Demi Colour makeup application. If you need any help at all with choosing colors for your own personalized compact, just reach out to me or fill out my color match form. First thing I'm doing is just adding a little bit of sculpt. I like to use the red sculpt and just kind of create a little bit of dimension to my face. This new color called O3 is magic for my blue veins. So if you've ever struggled with any dark veins that you just can never get makeup to cover up, or if you do, it just looks cakey and terrible, using Demi Colour to filter out the excess color in your in the skin is going to blow your mind. So instead of just covering things up with one layer of makeup, you are just dabbing these colors that are opposite the color wheel to filter away the dark excess colors. Here I'm just using the spot brush and I'm just kind of taking care of the dark, what appears to be dark purple right along my lash line from my eyelash serum. I'm using a little O3 because it's really got more blue in it than purple, and opposite the color wheel of blue is orange. So any of these dark shadows that I'm seeing on my face, and especially in these areas where I have these dark veins, O3 has been magic. O3 or O1 also works really well, but if it's not quite a dark enough, saturated enough color, O3 will be magic for you. So I'm just kind of filtering away the excess color on those veins. And now I'm gonna kind of start to work on my under eye. My under eye has been the most magical thing that has been a win with Demi Colour. I have a lot of discoloration, a lot of hyperpigmentation, a lot of age spots, freckling, a lot of blueness under my eyes, a lot of shadows. And I've been able to just look at those colors that are underneath my eyes and just use colors opposite the color wheel to filter away that excess color. So I'm using some of the O3 and I'm just kind of dabbing into the darkest points. And then I'm taking a color called OR1, and anything that has like a green appearance, anything that is green will kind of look muddy, dirty, dingy. I know I'm gonna need something that's pink, because opposite of green on the color wheel is red. So you find one of the pinks. That's why I like OR1. Now where I have any shadows from where my wrinkles are, I can take a little bit of the O3 and just kind of dab in that shadow, and it just like erases away the shadow. Now I'm gonna work on the areas right around my nose, and I'm using a slightly larger brush. And the reason that it's so important to use a brush that is the same size as the spot you are filtering. So around my nose, it's a lot of bluish purple. So I'm actually going in again with O3 and just kind of filtering away that excess blue. You want to make sure and just move around your face. So not focusing in on one specific area. As soon as you touch that area, then what happens is it increases the blood flow. So trust yourself, identify the color, go opposite on the side of the color wheel and apply that color directly on the spot. Make sure you're not going outside of the spot. Otherwise, it will create a halo effect and it'll make it look worse. So I'm just kind of dabbing on some of these age spots or freckling spots. And I start with O3 to capture around the edges where it's really dark. And then I can take a little bit of red and just get rid of the rest. I'm gonna work my chin a little bit. Again, same colors, there's a lot of blue undertones. And so I can take some of the O3 and just dab it on the blue parts. This works really good for like acne scarring. Anything that's shadowy and dark is blue. And so using an orange will help filter that away. On my cheeks, I have some darker age spots. Some of them don't bother me. Others, depending on where they're placed, bother me. So I can just kind of dab directly on that spot and filter those colors away. And it just makes my skin show through and be center stage. Even where I've put some of the Sculpt, there's a really dark freckle there, and so I know it's probably blue. I dab a little bit of O1 or O3 on there. Then anything else that is green, I'll take a little bit of the pink. Don't be overwhelmed with this process. Many times people think, well, I've just got too many spots on my face. It can take you 3 minutes to do this, or it can take you an hour. It's completely up to you. If there's a few things that bother you on your face, filter those away. Leave the rest of your skin alone. It'll look like you're not wearing any makeup, but all of a sudden you'll just look refreshed and younger. So have some fun. Don't get overwhelmed. There are some beautiful blushes. I like to use kind of the orangey, peachy blushes, but I have used some of the darker purple ones as well that are really fun. Okay, on my nose, most people hear me say I have a big red nose, but when using Demi Colour, I'm looking at the darkest points within that, what I think is redness, and many of those are blue. So I take a little O3 and I just kind of dab on some of the areas that are blue. And then down the middle, I have a few different freckles, and I want to just kind of, if I want to filter away those freckles to give me kind of that sculpted, nose contoured look, then I can take a little bit of pink on those. But on the edge of my nose, it's very bluish, and so using an O3 is pretty magical. Can even use the Sculpt to kind of nose contour. You will still apply the same rules that you would with filtering out the distractions. If my nose is blue, I'll probably need something with a little orange in it. If my nose has more red to it, I may need a green Sculpt. So having a few different colors of Sculpt on hand is really fun, and you'll enjoy playing with these. And plus, it works great to use as a little bit of eyeshadow as well. So let me know if you have any questions on colors. I'm happy to help. You just send me a natural light selfie, and I can suggest some colors. Around my lips, I actually have a lot of blue and purple on my upper lip. So I'll usually use either some like orange to kind of filter that away, or sometimes I'll even take O3 and just kind of filter the blue and then use the red Sculpt to really give my lips that pouty look